Do your joints ache even on the days you barely move? Do your legs feel heavy, swollen, and stiff like they belong to someone 20 years older? You're not alone, and you're not broken. Most people blame age. But what if I told you it's not your years, it's your nutrition, that your knees, your hips, your entire body could feel lighter, freer, just by changing what's on your plate? Because inside this video, we were going to uncover 15 natural foods that don't just reduce swelling, they rebuild you from the inside out. And in part 9, I'll introduce you to a tea that acts like a natural lymphatic massage. It's subtle, powerful, and probably missing from your routine. Let me tell you about Michael. He's 67, a retired teacher, who used to limp just crossing the living room. One day while reading a book, he overheard a stranger talk about collagen. And everything changed. 3 weeks later, he walked to the store with no pain. He said it felt like, "My legs belong to someone else." If you've ever felt stuck inside a body that doesn't feel like yours anymore, comment below. That's me. And don't forget to like this video and share it with someone who needs this kind of healing too. You wake up, and your knees creak like old wooden steps. You stand up, and your ankles protest. Every movement feels like resistance. It's easy to whisper, "I'm just getting old." But what if that's not the truth? The body doesn't fall apart because of the number on your birthday cake. It starts to weaken when it doesn't get the raw materials it needs to stay whole. And one of those materials, perhaps the most important, is collagen. Collagen isn't just a beauty buzzword. It's the glue that holds your joints together. The cushion between your bones, the invisible structure that lets you move freely. When collagen breaks down or stops being produced, your joints don't just ache. They grind, swell, lock up. That feeling of being stiff isn't just about age, it's about absence. Here's what's shocking. Your body can still make collagen, even into your 70s and beyond, but only if you give it the right ingredients, not powders, not pills, real food. Picture this, trying to repair a broken wall with no bricks. That's your body without collagen nutrients. You can stretch, massage, even pop painkillers, but without the bricks, the wall keeps crumbling. One of the most common mistakes people make is thinking pain is permanent, that once it arrives, you just learn to live with it. But science now shows us a better path. A path where healing isn't only possible, it's natural. And here's the twist. Your current diet might be silently blocking collagen production. Too much sugar, not enough zinc, a lack of vitamin C. It's not just about adding more, it's about choosing right. I want you to imagine a life where climbing stairs doesn't require a deep breath, where you can bend, stretch, move with ease. That's not a fantasy. It's biology. When you nourish it correctly. You'll see how in just a few moments. But for now, ask yourself, if your joints could talk, what would they beg you to feed them? Because in the next part, we're starting with one of the most overlooked but most powerful joint healers nature ever created. It looks strange, feels weird, but rebuilds your knees from the inside out. If this first section made something click in your mind, comment, "I'm ready to heal." Let's go deeper. It doesn't look pretty, and honestly, most people won't touch it. But boiled chicken feet might be the most powerful food you're not eating. Yet, inside each foot is a treasure trove of type 2 collagen, the exact type your joints crave to rebuild cartilage. We're not talking theory here. We're talking natural gelatin that works like biological cement, patching the worn-down gaps between your bones, layer by layer. Think of your knees like a building. Over time, the floors get cracked, the pillars weaken. Boiled chicken feet pour in the reinforcement, restoring strength where it's lost. The best part? It's not about expensive supplements. It's about slow cooking, letting time and heat extract every bit of healing from those bones. When you simmer them for at least an hour in a pressure cooker, the result is a rich, gelatinous broth. That texture? That's collagen in action. And when it enters your system, something incredible happens. You move with more fluidity. Your joints feel cushioned, And the swelling? It begins to back off. But it doesn't stop there. Type 2 collagen doesn't just repair cartilage. It strengthens connective tissue and even improves skin elasticity on your legs. You're not just moving better. You're looking firmer, more toned. This is what we call functional beauty, where health and appearance meet. Still skeptical? You're not alone. But many who try it report a shift within weeks. Lighter steps, less pain, more freedom. They say it feels like the joints are oiled from the inside. Here's the secret. It's not about eating it once. It's about consistency. A ladle of collagen-rich broth in your soup, your rice, your sauce. 3 or 4 times a week. Small habit, big reward. And if you're concerned about the prep, remember this. You're not cooking for taste. You're cooking for transformation. Let it boil, forget it for an hour, and you've made a medicine your body will thank you for. Oh, and one more thing. Chicken feet are cheap, powerful, natural, and affordable. This is healing without the price tag. Would you give this a shot? If you're brave enough to try it, comment below. I'll eat it if it heals me. And stay tuned, because next we're diving into the ocean to discover a broth that flows through your joints like liquid gold. It's warm, it's light, it's ancient, and it's one of the most underrated healing tools you can drink, fish broth. Not just any broth, but the kind made from fish bones, heads, and skin. When simmered slowly, these parts release marine collagen, a special form your body absorbs rapidly, like water into dry soil. Inside this ocean elixir are glycine and proline, the 2 amino acids that act as joint lubricants and collagen triggers. If you've ever stood up and felt a stabbing twinge in your hip, or climbed stairs only to pause halfway because your knees just won't cooperate, this broth is your gentle daily repairman. Let's break it down. Marine collagen not only rebuilds cartilage, it also improves synovial fluid. That slick lubrication between bones that lets you move smoothly. No fluid? Every step feels like bone grinding on bone. But with fish broth, it's like adding oil to a rusty hinge. And here's what makes it even more remarkable. It is not just healing, it is highly absorbable. Your body takes in marine collagen faster than most land-based sources. This means faster results, especially for those already experiencing chronic pain. But wait, it gets better. Fish bones aren't just rich in collagen. They also offer calcium and phosphorus, helping you build stronger bones while supporting soft tissues. That's a complete joint package in one bowl. Want to turn this from a chore into a ritual? Add carrots, onions, celery, and herbs. Let the aroma fill your kitchen while you heal. It's not just nutrition, it's comfort, warmth, and purpose in a cup. And if taste worries you, don't. When prepared right, it's mild, not fishy. Plus, you can blend it into rice, use it in sauces, or sip it solo. 1 spoonful a day, that's it. For those struggling with stiffness, swelling, or fatigue, fish broth can be the turning point. One woman said, "I didn't realize how tense my body was, until it wasn't anymore." Healing doesn't have to be fancy. Sometimes, it just needs to be warm, slow, and simmered. If you're open to adding a spoonful of the sea to your healing journey, type below, "See me heal." And next, we were cracking open 2 foods you already know but probably don't realize how much your joints love them. Sometimes, healing hides in plain sight, right there in your kitchen waiting to be noticed. Enter egg whites and white beans. Simple, affordable, powerful beyond belief. Let's start with egg whites. They're pure protein, but more importantly, they're rich in proline and glycine, 2 amino acids that act as essential builders in your body's collagen factory. Think of them as the foremen who tell your cells, "Let's rebuild those joints." When you eat egg whites regularly, you're giving your joints a protective layer, an internal cushion that softens impact and reduces wear. You're also strengthening the muscles around your joints, which means less pressure on your knees, ankles, and hips. Less pressure, less pain. And here's something people often overlook. Egg whites are low-calorie, low-fat. If you're trying to lose weight to ease joint stress, this is your go-to. Every pound you shed relieves roughly 4 pounds of pressure from your knees. Yes, 4. Now pair that with white beans, a collagen powerhouse in their own right. These humble legumes are rich in zinc and copper, two minerals your body absolutely needs to activate collagen production. Without them, your system's collagen signal goes unanswered. But that's not all. White beans are also anti-inflammatory, packed with fiber, and help balance your blood sugar. That means less systemic inflammation, more joint protection, and better overall energy. Together, egg whites and white beans form a kind of daily repair and protect duo. One rebuilds from the inside, the other reduces inflammation, regenerates tissue, and improves circulation, especially in swollen legs. How do you eat them? Easy. Boil eggs and scoop the whites into salads. Mash beans with herbs and olive oil for a creamy spread. Add both to your post-workout meal or your recovery lunch. These aren't superfoods, they're smart foods. Still not convinced? Try this. Eat 3 egg whites and a serving of white beans 3 times a week, and just notice how your body responds. It won't scream. It will whisper, "Thank you." If this combo surprised you, drop a comment. Simple works. Because next, we're moving into something your joints crave even more than collagen, hydration. And the foods we'll explore will leave you refreshed from the inside out. Pain isn't always about damage. Sometimes it's about dryness, joints grinding without lubrication, legs puffing up from fluid retention, tissues screaming for water they never get. And that S, why the next healing step isn't a pill, it's hydration from food. Let's begin with the obvious hero, coconut water. It's more than a tropical drink, it's nature's electrolyte formula. Packed with potassium and magnesium, it helps pull excess fluid out of your legs while deeply hydrating your joints. Ever felt like your legs weigh more at 6 p.m. than at 8 a.m.? That's fluid buildup. Coconut water tackles it gently, lowering swelling, improving blood flow, and helping synovial fluid regenerate inside your joints. Drink 1 glass after lunch. Feel the difference by dinner. Next is the cucumber, with skin. Why the skin? Because that's where the silica lives. And silica is essential for collagen formation. Without it, your body can't bind proteins into the firm, elastic tissue your joints depend on. Cucumber also has an incredibly high water content. It's like eating structured hydration, water that's locked into plant cells and released gradually into your body. Less swelling, smoother digestion, better nutrient absorption. Want to level it up? Combine cucumber with kale, the green powerhouse. Kale is rich in vitamin K, crucial for directing calcium into bones, not joints or arteries. It supports circulation, reduces inflammation, and detoxifies the body through its high chlorophyll content. Together, these foods act like a reset button for your lower body. They remove waste, hydrate tissue, and set the stage for collagen to work properly. And here's the truth. You don't yet need to juice or blend like a wellness influencer. Just toss cucumber slices into water. Add kale to scrambled eggs. Sip coconut water with your snack. Healing can be casual. A woman once told me, "I didn't realize I was dehydrated from the inside until I felt what hydrated joints feel like." Let your body breathe again. Let your knees stop screaming every time you climb stairs. Start from the root. If you're ready to flush the pain out and bring flow back into your body, comment, "More water, less pain." Because up next, we're turning your sweet tooth into a secret weapon for joint health. Yes, really, stay tuned. What if the color of your food could fight your pain? No, not magic. Anthocyanins, that deep purple pigment in berries, grapes, and other fruits, is a biochemical shield, one your joints have been waiting for. Let's start with the basics. Purple fruits like blueberries, blackberries, and dark grapes are loaded with anthocyanins, potent antioxidants that protect existing collagen from being broken down by inflammation and oxidative stress. That's right. These fruits don't just help your body make new collagen, they defend what you already have. But there's more. These same fruits are rich in resveratrol, a compound that boosts circulation, especially in the legs. Better blood flow means more nutrients get delivered to sore joints, and more waste products get flushed out. One of the most common causes of swelling and joint stiffness? Poor circulation. Purple fruits help fix that, naturally. And here's where it gets even better. The fiber in these fruits helps regulate your blood sugar, which reduces systemic inflammation. They also support gut health, and your gut is ground zero for nutrient absorption, immune response, and inflammation control. In other words, when you eat a bowl of dark grapes or mix berries into yogurt, you're doing far more than snacking. You're hydrating tissues, calming inflammation, feeding good bacteria, and fueling collagen production. And let's talk aesthetics for a moment, because pain isn't the only thing purple fruits fight. They also reduce spider veins, firm up leg skin, and give your circulation a noticeable glow. It's healing from the inside that shows on the outside. How to eat them? Raw, in smoothies, with oatmeal, in a salad, as dessert. They're naturally sweet, which also helps curb cravings for processed sugar, an inflammation trigger you want to avoid. One man who switched to dark berries daily said, "It felt like my knees just loosened. No fancy detox, just purple fruit every day." So ask yourself, are you feeding your joints what they really need to stay flexible, strong, and pain-free? If this part made your grocery list a little more colorful, comment, "Go purple." Because next, we're going small, tiny actually, seeds and nuts. But their impact? Huge. They're small enough to fit in your palm, but don't let the size fool you. Sunflower seeds and Brazil nuts are miniature medicine cabinets for your joints. Let's begin with sunflower seeds. These little powerhouses are packed with vitamin E, a fat-soluble antioxidant that protects collagen fibers from breaking down. Imagine a shield, blocking the oxidative stress that weakens your knees and tightens your hips. Vitamin E is also anti-inflammatory, and when your joints are inflamed, even the smallest motion feels like friction. Sunflower seeds ease that irritation quietly, steadily from within. But there's more. These seeds also contain selenium, a trace mineral with outsized impact. Selenium supports the immune system, reduces inflammation, and plays a key role in rebuilding cartilage. It's not flashy, but it's essential. Then, there's the heavyweight, Brazil nuts. Just one nut, yes, one, delivers your full daily dose of selenium. It's like a capsule from nature, except it's delicious and comes with a crunchy bonus. Brazil nuts also bring healthy fats to the table. These fats do two things. They keep your joints lubricated, and they help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A and E. That means better mobility, smoother movement, and stronger skin. And if you're in a season of hormonal change, especially menopause, these nuts help balance hormones, reducing pain that flares due to estrogen shifts. So how do you use them? Keep a small container of sunflower seeds in your bag. Add Brazil nuts to breakfast or eat them as an afternoon snack. No cooking, no prep, just chew and heal. One woman wrote, "I started with just 2 Brazil nuts a day, and after 3 weeks my hands didn't ache in the morning. Simple, consistent, effective. And the best part? These foods travel with you. Healing doesn't stop when you leave the kitchen. If you're ready to let something tiny make a massive difference, comment below. Small but mighty." Coming up next, we're exploring 2 forgotten heroes, carbs that don't just fuel you, they fix you. Let's talk about carbs, those comforting starchy foods often blamed for inflammation and weight gain. But what if I told you that some carbs actually fight inflammation and heal your joints? Meet purple corn and sweet potato, 2 forgotten heroes that deliver far more than fuel. They rebuild, they restore, they calm. Let's start with purple corn. This isn't the stuff you pop at movie night. This deep-colored grain is rich in anthocyanins. Yes, those same powerful antioxidants found in purple fruits. They protect your collagen, reduce inflammation, and improve blood circulation, especially in the lower body. That means less swelling, less heaviness, and more oxygen flowing through your knees, ankles, and hips. But purple corn doesn't stop there. It's also loaded with fiber, which balances blood sugar and feeds your gut microbiome. A healthy gut, better nutrient absorption, and less systemic inflammation. And with better circulation, collagen can reach your joints more efficiently, repairing damage where it hurts most. Then comes sweet potato, a golden orange powerhouse filled with manganese and vitamin C. Manganese supports collagen formation at the cellular level, while vitamin C boosts your body's ability to synthesize and stabilize collagen strands. Plus, sweet potatoes have a low glycemic index, meaning they release energy slowly. No sugar spikes, no crashes, just steady fuel that doesn't inflame your joints. They also contain natural phenolic compounds, which have been shown to calm chronic inflammation, especially in joints affected by arthritis or overuse. That's why athletes love them. That's why your knees will too. How do you eat these healing carbs? Roast sweet potatoes with olive oil. Try purple corn as popcorn. Just skip the butter and salt. Mix purple cornmeal into pancakes or muffins. Healing can taste good, really good. And here's a fun fact. Purple corn was a staple in ancient Peruvian diets, where joint problems were rare and mobility lasted into old age. So ask yourself, are your carbs fueling pain or fighting it? If you're ready to rethink what healthy comfort food means, comment, smart carbs, strong joints. Because next, we're sipping something gentle but powerful. A tea that drains swelling and renews your joints from the inside out. It doesn't come in a bottle. You won't see it on commercials. But horsetail tea might be the most quietly powerful healer your joints have never tasted. This ancient herbal tea is rich in organic silicon, a mineral crucial for collagen synthesis. Without silicon, your body can't rebuild connective tissues effectively. With it, you repair from the inside, ligaments, tendons, cartilage, skin. Think of silicon as the architect behind collagen's construction. It designs the blueprint, guides the build, strengthens every joint it touches. But horsetail tea does more than rebuild. It drains. Thanks to its natural diuretic properties, it helps flush out excess fluids, reducing that heavy, swollen feeling in your legs after a long day. 1 cup can feel like a soft reset for your lower body. Light, smooth, clean. And when inflammation is involved, like it often is with arthritis, injury, or simply time, this tea gently calms it. No side effects, no synthetic overload. Just nature, working quietly. Let's bring this to life. Michael, the retired literature teacher we mentioned earlier, began drinking horsetail tea every afternoon while reading. No big fanfare, no high expectations, just consistency. Within weeks, his ankles, once swollen and stiff, felt lighter. His knees stopped locking. Walking became possible again. The secret? Consistency. Horsetail isn't a miracle in a mug, but with daily use it becomes a ritual your body starts to depend on and thrive from. Pair it with collagen-rich meals. Drink it in the late afternoon. Let it become your body's gentle detox, your circulation booster, your silent healer. And a bonus? Horsetail also strengthens skin, hair, and nails. You'll see the glow on your legs and your face. If you've never heard of this tea until now, you're not alone. But maybe it found you at the right time. Ready to try this simple habit for 7 days and see what shifts? Comment below, tee me up, because next we come full circle. 1 man, 1 change, 1 life transformed. You'll want to hear his story. Michael didn't believe in miracle foods. He was a retired literature teacher, 67 years old, who had already made peace with pain. His knees ached every morning, his legs swelled by lunch. By evening, he was on the couch, feet up, mobility down, hope fading. But something happened. One day at the park, Michael overheard a stranger talking about collagen and the foods that help the body make it naturally. "No pills," the man said. "Just bone broth, nuts, and a bit of green." Michael chuckled at first. But that night, curiosity lingered. He started small, horsetail tea in the afternoon, a cup of fish broth at dinner. He added acerola juice to his breakfast, began carrying a few Brazil nuts in his pocket, and then change. 3 weeks later, Michael stood up and noticed something was missing. The pain, the stiffness, the heaviness in his legs, gone. He walked to the market without thinking, climbed stairs without clutching the rail. For the first time in years, he returned to the park bench, not to sit and rest, but to sit and smile. His neighbors noticed. "You're glowing," one said. His doctor noticed. "Whatever you're doing, keep doing it," he added. What changed? Not drugs, not surgery, just food. Food that was real, simple, healing. Michael E.'s story isn't unique because of a miracle. It is powerful because it is replicable. You can start today. You don't need to overhaul your life. Just one habit, one change, one step toward healing. Because every food we've talked about, from chicken feet to purple corn, is a tool. Not flashy, not expensive, but effective. You've made it this far in the video, and that means something. You're not just curious. You're ready. So here's your invitation. Start with one food this week, then build. Listen to your body. Let it whisper back, "Thank you." If Michael S.'s story moved you, if you see yourself in his shoes, comment, "It is my turn now." And please, share this video with someone who thinks it's just age. Because maybe, just maybe, it's not.